Welcome to the Juggling Mind and Money podcast with Steve Rowe and Jessica Schlupp-Taylor. Steve Rowe is the founder of Lucent Financial Planning and an award-winning independent financial planner. He helps you to use your money and have a great life. Jess Schlupp-Taylor is a psychologist supporting people through change, challenges, and forks in the road of life. Together, they will help unblock the sludge in your mind, stopping you from achieving financial and psychological happiness.
Hello and welcome to episode 23 of Juggling Mind and Money. I'm Steve Rowe, founder of Lucent Financial Planner, and this is
Jess Schlupp-Taylor.
Jess Schlupp-Taylor.
Psychologist to Lucent clients and other people.
Well, yeah, anyone.
Yeah.
All and sundry.
Yeah.
You might say. Jess is here to help you get a healthy head. I'm here to get you healthy money or something. So that doesn't rhyme as well, does it? A bit rubbish.
Doesn't.
Anyway, Jess, what are we going to talk about today?
We're talking about protection.
Protection. So that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Last time you heard from Keely, Woods and I, and we were talking about life insurance, income protection, health insurance, all that lovely stuff. And today, Jess is going to give us the lowdown on the psychological barriers to taking it or getting it and why people do or do not.
Yes. Look, unpick protection a bit, because I think a lot of people think about insurance briefly, especially life insurance, things that can make a really big difference to your future and your loved ones' futures, and possibly they do a bit of an ostrich and bury their head in the sand, or just don't get round to it.
It's not because they don't care.
It's not because they don't care. Also, ostriches don't officially bury their head in the sand, so every time I say that, I upset myself because it's not true.
Isn't it?
But, well...
They have the smallest brain to body size, don't they?
But they're still not that stupid to bury their heads in the sand.
And yet they would get life insurance. What?
They would. Yeah, life insurance, it's not rational. It's more emotional.
It is.
It's quite interesting. So shall we pick it apart?
Let's pick it apart. That's like a tongue twister, wasn't it?
Pick it apart.
Pick protection apart.
Looking at risk and ourselves and security and what does that mean for us?
So what's the main reason, do you think? Then let's look at life insurance. Why would you not get life insurance?
It's not going to happen to me.
Are you immortal?
Take me, for example. I'm going to live till 104.
Are you? Not 105?
No. The children had this, I don't know, they learned about...
Did they have a dream?
Easter or something and found out about death or whatever when they were very small and got the fear. And they were worried that mum might die. So I said, I'm not going to die. I'm living till 104.
Whoa.
And it has stuck.
Well.
So that's what we're going for.
You're not wrong yet.
People take it out because of the optimism bias. They don't take it out because of the optimism bias. They don't think it's going to happen to them. It's not going to happen to me.
It'll
Perfectly
be okay.
healthy. It'll be fine. I'm not the person that's going to fall down, drop down, anything awful happen to. Yeah.
I'm born lucky.
And as humans, we do overestimate good outcomes and we underestimate bad outcomes.
Do we?
The amount of people that don't wear helmets when they cycle, don't put their seatbelt on. Yes.
Is that a thing then? I thought it would be the other way around, that people overestimate bad stuff.
We notice negative things more because that helps with survival.
Survive, yeah.
Even though actually wearing a helmet would also help you survive. But in terms of how we think about our survival, we are less inclined to think that we will be immortal. So yeah, we overestimate the good outcomes.
No way.
Well, you just need to look at how many people play the lottery. And you have a 1 in, I don't know, however many million chance of winning, and yet you still put your pound on. But if somebody, it just makes no sense. You have a 17,999,000 chance of losing.
Yeah.
But you still go for that one.
Isn't that funny, right? So the advert, it could be you.
It could be you.
Makes you want to buy a lottery ticket, but it could be you, i.e., kick the bucket whilst you've still got financial dependence.
It's
Does not work at all.
It is it's much more likely that it could be you when it comes to life insurance, and yet we're much more likely to spend £1 on the lottery. Is it even £1 anymore? Probably not. I don't know.
Do it direct debit.
So yeah, optimism bias is a strong one. There's more.
People believe what they hear.
Yes.
But you've never heard anyone say, I'm so glad I had life insurance.
It's very true. Well,
is that a reason?
People learn from stories. So you are right. There is no living story of somebody that says they were delighted they took out life insurance. But you do have plenty of people that don't normally say it out loud when they say, I'm really pleased that my partner, my mum, my dad, whoever, took out life insurance, because they're too normally grieving to be talking about possibly what people class as the socially unacceptable language of money when someone's died. But the truth is, actually having that coverage will make a huge difference to the people left behind.
Oh, it's massive. The difference in when we have meetings, I mentioned this in the last episode, of someone who's got life insurance and someone's died against someone who hasn't.
Yeah.
It's huge.
It is huge.
And I think if everyone who didn't want it had to sit in one of those meetings, you'd get it.
And that's a really good point. So I think if people can pitch themselves, and this is one of the takeaways from this podcast, and an action point to go away and do is think about, actually, if I was the fly on the wall after I'd passed, seeing my loved ones, my dependents, whoever, having to deal with the aftermath, what would that look like if I left them a wad of cash to pay all the bills, to get on top, to be financially stable? And what would it look like if they were up the creek without a paddle? And those are two very, very different pictures. And although very early on for me to give away a golden gem like that, but absolutely one of the things that I would like everyone to do is leave this episode thinking, right, I am going to imagine the two scenarios. What would I hear? What would I see? What would I feel if I was to get the chance to view life as we know it without me in it, with a nice big payout, with financial security for my loved ones, versus without?
I have to say, just being without you the last few weeks in the podcast has been rubbish.
Oh,
so even though I knew you were coming back,
the world would be a darker place without me. But sadly, money doesn't buy that.
So that visualisation is a good thing. I try to get clients to do that.
Visualisation's fantastic.
I get a bit carried away with it, though, describing it.
But it helps with stories, and people learn from storytelling, and they actually make decisions based on storytelling. So, really important to be able to do that and look at your own story.
So people who have benefited from it, because unfortunately someone's died and they've got the financial money, they don't want to talk about it because people don't want to talk about death because they feel awkward about that.
Well, there's some people that also think that by talking about it, you're almost preempting it, or by
tempting fate.
Tempting fate. There's a lot of that, even though it's not rational or logical. There's a lot more of that thinking that goes on without us knowing about it, without people verbalising it. It's almost like, oh no, don't want to talk about that. I don't want to tempt fate.
That's a bit like getting a will, isn't it?
Mm.
People don't want to do that.
It's also possibly a bit age-related. You tend to find the older that people get, the closer that death does come, the more they are to take out life insurance. Younger people, or people that haven't experienced or had been open to, luckily, experience major setbacks. Doesn't have to necessarily be death, but it can be perhaps big catastrophes, big life events in negative ways happening in their life. If they haven't seen it in other ways, if they haven't experienced it, then bad things feel like they're less likely to happen because it hasn't crossed their path yet.
So is that mortality denial?
To an extent, but also it's just not they don't see it as a realistic thing to consider at the minute, when actually, as we know, it can happen at any age.
When you're younger, though, it's way cheaper because you're less likely to pass away.
It's way cheaper.
It's cost so little. And I bet most you might insure your phone or something for more than, you don't even insure yourself compared to your phone. What's more important?
Yeah.
As we all know, it's phones, isn't it? Because you spend so much time on them. At dinner, at bedtime, all day. Procrastination.
That's a lot. Yeah.
I'll do it later.
Putting it off.
Procrastination does my head in. What it would do, I'll do it later.
I do. I'm a very big procrastinator. But that can be there's lots of reasons for procrastination. I'm sure we've covered that in episodes before. But one of them is decision fatigue.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of making the choices, almost the complexity of the jargon, the length of detail that goes into taking out life insurance. There can be an element of, I know people that have taken out insurance and the insurance company hasn't paid out, whether that be car insurance, product insurance, mobile phone insurance, holiday insurance. There's always some horror story in the media, in the news, which then paints insurance in a negative light. And therefore that almost justifies putting it off because how will I choose the right one? So there's a lot of reasons for procrastination. Too much choice, too much complexity, the jargon that goes into it. How do I make sure that I've got the right cover? How will I not?
You mean it's all too hard?
It's all, yeah. Oh, too much to think
exploding.
about. I'm just going to avoid it. Do an ostrich when actually go and see the experts. That's when financial planners can take away a bit of the pain of that.
So Moira Summers, who is a financial psychologist in Canada, she says people avoid financial decisions that trigger emotional discomfort. So that's like thinking about your death or your illness. That makes you uncomfortable. Makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it doesn't. I think I've said this before. It doesn't faze me in the slightest.
Didn't it?
No.
Well, that's because you're living to 104.
That's true. So I don't really need to consider it.
So it's
too
way
much
off now, isn't it?
I've got a big chunk of optimism bias.
Do you? Well, you're quite chipper, aren't you? Generally.
Depends on who you talk to.
Oh, because you're talking to me, you're quite chipper, and that's the only
Speak
experience
to my
I have.
accountant, not so chipper. Yes, so very much people don't like talking about negative things or decisions that involve almost rock in a hard place. I don't even want to tackle it.
No, it's boring.
People are more likely to avoid and defer a decision rather than choose the wrong one. So which is why when it comes to life insurance, if you don't really know what you're doing, if it feels like a very big topic, people are much more likely to avoid it as well. So as well as it being a difficult topic and thinking about your death or what happens after you go, actually there's also the thing that I just said.
That thing was a very important point, and I enjoyed it.
It was a good point.
Would you like to repeat it?
It was. As human beings, we are much more likely to defer decisions because we don't know which one's the right one than take a risk.
You never know what's right, though, do you?
There is no such thing as a 100% right decision. What it has to be is a decision that you are most comfortable with and that you are most likely to live with the outcomes of both sides.
Going back to what you're saying about life insurance and will it pay out and bad news, like 99% of life insurance claims pay out because there's not much argument. You're either dead or you're not.
That's true, apart from if you're in a kayak.
Well, that did pay out, didn't it? What was his name? Can't remember.
I don't know, but it is, as your person said, it's an emotional. There is an emotional aspect to it, and some people will avoid it. But
what is the difference between a canoe and a kayak?
A canoe is open. A kayak is when you have your legs in and under. So I've been kayaking.
Is it?
Canoe is, open, and you can be on a canoe with like one foot in front of the other, where you do.
Yeah.
Whereas, or you can, but a kayak is more covered. So you sort of slide your legs in and you can put your waterproof thingamajig and go and do Eskimo rolls and things.
So me, I'm quite an open personality, aren't I? So I'm a canoe. And someone
I think I'm a canoe as well. But I like kayaking. I want to learn to do an Eskimo roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, my teachers, I was very lucky, taught me to kayak when I was younger, but I never mastered the Eskimo roll. It's on my bucket list.
One day.
Yeah.
One day.
I like the water. Yeah, with life insurance, you have to be ready to acknowledge that life can go wrong. And that's a difficult thing for a lot of people.
Because we like our rose-tinted spectacles, don't we?
We do about our own life.
I feel like I've got them on today with your jumper. It's all looking rosy.
This is from a charity shop.
Anyone listening on the podcast on Spotify or iTunes, look us up on YouTube.
Yeah, look us up on YouTube. My jumper today is from the charity shop, a very good one in Knoll, Marie Curie. I need to do a shout out.
Oh, yeah, we love them.
I did have to do a vote for them because they were in like the top 10 charity shops in the Midlands.
Were they?
Yeah.
Not surprised.
So I voted for them. I don't know whether they've won or not, but I also got myself a Giorgio Armani jacket from there. Actually, my photo on, I think LinkedIn and Facebook is in my charity shop Giorgio Armani jacket.
Wow, brilliant.
I know, and a cashmere jumper.
You are a bargain hunter.
I'm just penniless. I can afford the real thing as long as somebody's already bought it once. Right, we've got another reason why people avoid it that's important to cover.
What is that? I don't know this.
And that is that people are much more likely to prefer to spend money on immediate things that are tangible rather than future things that are abstract. So it's an abstract risk. The dying is an abstract risk. Nothing is certain in the future. We are much more likely to spend it on the here and now, the holiday, the shopping, the bills, the
In the
nice
olden
stuff.
days of insurance sales, I think this might have been mainly in America,
Yeah.
but people would go around with hundreds of dollars in there, thousands of dollars in a suitcase. They'd knock on a door, expensive sound effects there. They'd knock on the door and they'd say, for just X cents or dollars a month, you could give all of this cash in a case to your family. And it massively boosted life insurance sales.
Because it made it
it's
real.
real.
Made it tangible.
You could touch the wedge.
Yeah. And that's a bit like the visualization. It's like, actually, when when you go, imagine the two scenarios, that suitcase of money.
That sales tactic wouldn't work these days because people don't really know what cash is anymore, do they? You know, they just have their...
Hopefully it's not
Apple
under their
Pay or
beds
whatever.
anymore, though.
Yeah. Okay, so we're just going to go to a quick little interlude.
Oh, interludes. You're full of the words today.
What interlude?
Sundries and interludes.
Oh, yeah. Sundries was on the episode that we cancelled, wasn't it? I don't know. Anyway, we're off to an interlude.
Steve and Jess would be really grateful if you'd leave them a review on wherever you listen to your podcasts. If they run a star system, please give Juggling Mind and Money more stars than the Milky Way.
So last week, Jess, someone approached us, a client of ours,
Yeah.
and they regularly watch us on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, and I never would have thought that they would be a listener or watcher.
Okay.
Which is really, it's nice, it's gratifying.
It is very lovely.
They were saying nice things. Well, purportedly nice things. They were saying, Jess really knows how to put you in your place, Steve, which apparently you've done that, but I didn't notice.
I didn't notice either.
Yeah, well,
I
that's
am
what they
quite
said.
authoritative. I definitely have a slightly
Yeah,
side
perhaps
to
it's
me.
where they're watching me going, quivering in
I
fear.
kick him under the table on a regular basis.
And I said to them, thank you, that is very kind of you. But why haven't you left us a review? Why
True
are you
that.
telling me about it?
True.
I know I'm put in my place by you. We need to tell the whole world by leaving a review.
Love a review.
A 5-star review saying how great you are, Steve. That's a good one. And how Jess is intimidating you by
Yep.
putting you in a place.
I'll do that. Take that.
Because that would be good to know, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
For us. And we could read it out live.
That
on
would be
an
good.
episode.
Boost our egos.
And it also will budge us up the charts of podcasts because we are in the top 1%, as previously discussed.
Yeah, of course we are.
We are. Only 1% of podcasts go to 20 episodes.
Do they?
Yeah.
So now we're over 20 episodes.
Yeah.
I thought we might have been the top 1% of podcasts that talk about psychological issues and finances.
Well, absolutely, we are there.
We are in the top 1%
I would
of
say
those,
we're in the
aren't
top
we?
one. I think there are a couple, but obviously they're rubbish. I'm sure they're not rubbish. It'd be great to have them, whoever they are, on our show. Anyway, so we've looked at why people wouldn't take insurances.
Yeah.
And there's what's going on psychologically in their mind. Tell us why they do.
Okay. Part of it is a desire for control. People that like to have control generally will take out insurance because it is a way of creating a sense of agency in a very uncertain world. It's also a way of future-proofing any chaos. So when the world crumbles, because when I die, the world will crumble for my nearest and dearest. Hopefully it doesn't. I'm hoping they're just going to have a massive party and.
Well, the world will have a crumble, like an
Yeah.
Apple one, or.
But it is a way of future-proofing and doing what you can whilst you can to prevent the chaos or prevent any further downfall. So there is a strong element of control is a really good reason why people take out insurance. Another reason that people take out insurance is because it's the done thing. And that could be because that's how they were brought up. You always take out insurance. You always make sure that you have all these coverage in place. It's the responsible thing. It's the moral thing to look after your dependents and make sure that once you're gone, people are looked after. Very much the done thing, the responsible things when it comes to home, cars, and lives. Health. As well. Yeah.
That's important.
There's more. Or have you got? Go on.
No, I was going to do try and join in, but
Oh,
you
go on.
carry on. No, go on.
Right. Okay. I'm cracking on then because I'm on a roll.
You are.
It can create an emotional safety net.
Right. We all need one of them.
Yeah, because a lot of people do get anxious. So some people will avoid thinking about their demise. Avoid. And then you will have other people that almost worry about their death or their demise on a regular basis. And it could be perhaps that they've lost some friends recently, or they've lost a loved one, or something's happened that's made them think, oh, perhaps I'm not immortal. And a way of having an emotional safety net is by taking out insurance, by having insurance so that much as it might not be, it's not going to be a safety net for your demise. It's a safety net for your loved ones. And reduces anxiety.
I think about it a lot, I don't know if it's because I talk about it every day.
What, like how you're going to die?
No, not how.
Just the potential of dying.
Well, not even about me, really. So I went to see Oasis on Saturday and Richard Ashcroft was playing. Yeah, and the drugs don't work. Oh, God. I got right.
Did you get goosebumps?
Oh, it was sad. But amazing.
Yeah, okay.
Just thought I'd get that.
I'm not an Oasis fan.
Oh, no, I'm not that bothered. But it was
You're
good.
not that bothered, but you went to the concert.
Yeah. Well, I like other bands more.
I went to Edinburgh Fringe. We heard the Oasis concert from my friend's house, which was 6 miles away.
No way.
It's cool though.
It's too loud.
So yeah, reducing anxiety. Do you want the last one?
Yeah.
Because, I am on a roll this episode. This episode, I'm giving away lots of stuff. Previous experience. If bad stuff has happened before, they're more likely to take out insurance to make sure that more bad stuff doesn't happen, or when the bad stuff happens, that there is a positive outcome. There's a silver lining.
Yeah.
So people that have lived through illness or loss, financial shocks, those sorts of things are much more likely to take out insurance. Because experience makes risk real. Well, yeah. Those stories have been brought to life. We learn through stories, we learn through experience, and we respond accordingly.
Those are all great reasons, aren't they?
Yeah.
Great motivators.
They are.
To do something. So, Jess, for people that aren't taking it when they really should.
Aren't taking it out.
Yeah, aren't getting any insurances.
Or those aren't taking it out without protection. That's just made me laugh. That is one for the
Jessica.
The puns. Innuendo bingo. I think that was quite an impressive one.
That was good.
Thank you.
That's good. Yeah, for people that aren't using protection.
Yeah.
what would you say to them? How can we help motivate them? So we've talked about visualization.
Yeah, so that's one of them.
What else?
I think understanding what's driving your decision around either taking or not taking it out. So that's really key. Understanding whether it's logic, emotion, avoidance, or experience. And actually, if it's one of those things strongly, is try and build a picture up and have a think emotionally about it, logically about it. Think about avoidance, whether that is something that's happening, and be able to have a bit of a reflection on that.
So that does all take quite a bit of self-reflection, doesn't it?
It does. It's really useful exercise to do, especially with your loved ones. Yes, it can be a bit uncomfortable, but we all know that I love the word communication. And whether it be now or the future, our future selves and our future dependents will really appreciate having the conversation, even if it's difficult to have.
That's it.
So that brings us on to the next point about communicating, is talk it through. And that means talk it through with your loved ones, your dependents, but also talk it through with somebody knows what they're talking about, that can take away the complexity, the jargon, and allow you to see what case A and what case B is. And then you can go off and do your visualization about what works and what doesn't.
Like me, I could do my little, like in the Christmas Carol, where the ghosts of Christmas past, present and future takes you around what could happen.
Absolutely.
I had a really good point.
You had a really good point, and your mind's just gone. Can't even blame me on that one because I didn't interrupt you.
I was thinking about Christmas then.
That would make a change. So yeah, the 4 things is pause and reflect, have a think about your logic, your emotion, avoidance, and experience.
Oh, that's it. So communication. So
Yeah.
there's a quote by someone famous that I don't know, who said the thing about communication is the illusion that it's happened. So even if you think you have talked about it with your family or whoever, do it again, because it might not have all been got out there in the open properly.
Very much so.
We help people with that, go through the reasons, help them visualize so they can understand. But ultimately, just do what I tell you and you'll be better off. Brilliant.
And your dependents will be better off should the worst happen.
Yeah.
Which we don't want it to at all. We'd like everyone to live happily forever after. But sadly, it doesn't always work. And it's really beneficial to take out that life insurance, or at least if you choose not to take out the life insurance, which is fine, but do so it being the right decision for you.
That's it. So we're going to go to Sockology now.
Dun, dun, dun.
And now for Sockology, where Jess and Steve review types of sock and how your socks affect your mood.
So Jess, Sockology, we've got some presents.
Hold on, before we start with that, you keep on saying the word so, and it's one of my pet hates, and I stopped listening to a podcast recently because they kept using the word so before they said stuff, and it irritated my ears so much. That was an appropriate use of the word so.
And what would I say? So?
You keep saying so. So stop doing that because it's irritating.
Are you telling
I got
me
all
off?
dominant.
This is you putting me in my place.
I've done that for the client that listens in and likes it.
Yeah.
I bet he got my innuendo, or she got my innuendo bingo earlier as well.
Oh, they definitely would.
Right, back to Sockology.
And now we've got a little present because we got to 20 episodes. One of only 1% of all podcasts that get to 20 episodes.
It's impressive.
We got sent a box.
It's being shown on YouTube.
Now, I, of course, have opened it, but you haven't, have you, Jess?
I haven't opened it yet.
And this is...
I like the box as it is. I'm thinking,
nice,
that's a good lippy box or a jewellery box.
Yeah. Keep your knickknacks in there. So, Uncle Bulgaria sent this to us, which is very kind, isn't it? We like Uncle Bulgaria.
Yeah. Thanks,
Hope
Uncle
you're
Bulgaria.
right, mate. He's our
all the way from Bulgaria as well.
Probably.
Bulgaria.
He's
Bulgaria.
What's that?
All the way from Bulgaria.
Make sure you use protection. Now, open it up, Jess.
Ready? Oh my goodness. These aren't just any socks.
They're socks with my face on.
These are Steve and Jess socks.
I'll put them on my cankles and your face will go from all svelte to fat where My ankle's sticking out. Actually, it's my face. Anyway, so we
They're
really like
Steve's
these,
face.
don't we?
I do
Well, I
like
like
it.
them because I've
I
seen
wonder
them
if
before.
I get it on. You're going to be walking on my head every day, though.
Yeah, well,
Your foot's going to be on my face every day.
deserve to the way you
This
put
isn't.
me down on live.
It's
not
all right
live.
because I've got your face on mine as well, so I'll be able to walk on your face every day. I wonder if you'll feel it. Let me know if at any point
I don't
you
think
get a
they're
headache.
voodoo socks.
If you say I've got a headache, and I'll say yes, I'm wearing the socks. Those are very cool, Uncle Bulgaria. Those are awesome.
Thanks, Georgie. Good man. We love them.
They are awesome. The socks that tell a tale. I'm very happy with those.
We're going to put them on later, aren't we? Should have done it today, really. Now, to wrap up this fortnight's podcast on protection. So this means life insurance, health insurance, income protection, all the things that if something goes awfully wrong, are going to make it as okay as it possibly is to be, despite all the awful things happening.
Yes.
So that you're not worried about money when you should be worrying about more important things.
Well, one of the things that is key about psychological safety and reducing anxiety is control the controllables. Life insurance and being able to leave some financial security for your dependents is a really great way to be able to control the controllables.
That's it.
Thus, having a really lovely impact on mental health. Got that one covered.
You've done as good as you can possibly do.
Yeah.
That's sorted. Because once you've done it, you don't really have to look again for a while.
No, you just, on your regular meeting, you just say, yeah, it's still there.
Yeah.
Still ticking along.
And and you won't have that nagging doubt in the back of your mind.
And if there's any financial planners listening out there, this is a big reminder to them to have that conversation with your clients. It's not just one about life insurance. It's about the emotional side and understanding what's driving their decision.
I have to say, so as financial planner, insurance is a tough chat.
Is it?
It's not something that people like doing so much. And because you often get negative reactions, and because it is a pain, it is a faff to do, all the applications and things with these insurances.
Yeah.
I think people do shy away from it. But
I have friends that have lost husbands at a young age. We learn from stories. So here's my stories. So I have two friends that lost their husbands at a young age with young children. And one left it too late to take out the life insurance, got diagnosed with terminal cancer. And sadly, that left the family in a place where they had to battle incredibly hard to keep their heads above water at a time when actually grieving was absolutely huge. And then the other family, same amount of grieving, obviously. Really, really wonderful people that sadly were lost. But there was the finances left in place, and it meant that actually they could do everything that they wanted to and look after themselves to a level that meant that the worry was taken away, all the financial aspects were taken care of, so that they could crack on with coping and grieving and living the best life that they could without a very important person in. So
those stories are so important, but they're horrible, but they're really important to understand.
And they're true.
And I'm thinking about people now.
Yeah.
And it's making me...
It's heartbreaking. It's losing a loved one is absolutely awful for anybody. And if you can take away that unknown, that variable, and control that for them, tick that box, it's really worthwhile doing.
I think, Jess, that was a level of profundity we have never achieved before.
I suddenly sounded all serious, and actually,
you do that, don't you?
Grief is one of my favourite areas to give therapy in. It's I do tend to find that I'm not very good at controlling my tears when somebody else gets teared up. But
you're a crier. You've never cried on me.
Oh, you're kidding.
You cry when you leave me, don't you?
NSPCC advert, a song, anything that comes on, guide dog adverts.
Really?
Rescue dogs, anything I'll cry at.
like most people cry with me. And you never have.
Have I not?
No.
I am a really.
This could be a new
I'm a really.
mission.
I think, but I'm an ugly crier as well, so we don't want
Are you a proper boo-hooer?
But my daughter's watching a film with me, and the sad bit comes on, and we'll both start crying. But then she'll stop crying, and she starts laughing because she's looked across and seen my face, which is ugly crying, and then she finds that funnier than the sadness of the film. Cheers, Rory.
I think I'd like her. Now, Jess, I've had an idea.
Oh.
About the next episode.
Yeah.
Because I've had a few questions I've had from listeners.
Good.
Right. I think we should do a question and answer session on you.
Oh, God.
Common questions for Jess.
As long as it's not about me, that's fine.
Oh, no, not about you.
Yeah. Question and answer session is good. Let's do it.
Yeah. So, because I've been cataloguing them. Is that the right word? Probably not. I've been making a list.
Yeah.
So we've got some questions. I'll send them to you so you're not.
Yeah, so I'm not
stumped.
completely blindsided.
Yeah. What does that mean?
But
Stop saying so.
But if they're your clients, they can just call me and chat to me as well. So we can. They'll be from your clients. They'll be useful for public. But if they do want to have an off the record conversation, then they can just call me.
Some people want it.
I was going to go into call me. Don't be afraid to just
call me.
Before we came on air, I did have lots of little side things. I'm not going to.
Please.
I'll just have songs that pop into my head. Anyway.
We both do that, don't we?
Question and answer.
But never at the same time, which would be nice if we could get some sort of harmonising going.
Yeah, but we have different brains going off on different tangents.
Yeah, but if you think of the same thing due to something coming up in conversation, one day that will happen.
One day.
Yeah.
Be a magical day.
Okay, so everybody, 2 weeks' time, maybe 4 weeks, send in your questions for Jess.
Questions for Jess.
To Stephen with a V, .rowe, ROWE, at Lucent, LUCENT, financialplanning.co.uk.
Woo.
Do that, and we'll see if your question gets asked.
So Stephen or Steve?
Stephen with a V.
.rowe with an E.
ROWE.
At lucent.co.uk.
lucentfinancialplanning.co.uk.
Oh, lucentfinancialplanning.co.uk.
You ruined that. I did it really well.
Oh. Stephen.rowe at lucentfinancialplanning.co.uk.
So we'll put Jessica under interview questioning.
Oh, we're already getting pressurised. I have to do my breathing exercises. Just kidding. That'll be quite exciting.
Yeah, it'll be good. And you can say, if you want, I regularly have these questions.
I regularly have these questions.
The most common questions I get asked are. You could do that.
I could.
Good. So we're going to do that next time. In the meantime, look after yourself, and if you can, someone else. I got that for economics. That's good.
Yeah, we like that.
What was the Jerry Springer one?
Look after yourself and others.
Take care of yourself and each other.
Yes, I think that's it.
And if you can't, Jess will take care of you. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.